This is the 10 Minutes with Andrew podcast.
Welcome back to 10 Minutes with Andrew. Of course, Andrew again joined by Mark Chancey. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you. Are you welcoming me back?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Good to be back. Thank you. How you doing today, my son?
Good.
Good. Slept in today?
A little bit.
A little bit, yeah. Up late watching the wrestling show.
Yeah.
How was my Brie Bella?
Pretty good, actually.
Ah, good for her.
Yeah.
Making a comeback.
Yeah.
Strong. So what else is happening?
The Hurricanes won.
I thought you said there's a hurricane. The Hurricanes won in overtime.
3-2.
And the Avalanche are down 2.
Yep.
So if, like, the Habs win and Vegas wins, I have to decide between the Habs or Mitch Marner. No, thank you.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Yeah. And if the Habs don't get Cale Makar back, they're not going to...
The Habs don't have Cale
Yeah, sorry. The Avs. If they don't get him back, they're screwed. So...
He's a bit of a difference maker.
Yeah.
Oh, well. I really don't care, to be honest with you.
Blue Jays won.
Yep. Blue Jays won. I think that's, 4 in a row?
4 in a row.
Wow.
Going for the sweep of the Pirates today.
Springer's warming up. Vladdy isn't.
They lit up Paul Skeens, which is amazing.
Penango. Right? He's pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah. I was surprised they were able to get to Skeens like they did. But they did.
Career high 9 hits he gave up yesterday.
See, when you got someone like Skeens coming in, that's like a guaranteed loss.
Yeah.
So that's a bonus to win yesterday.
Yeah.
Total bonus. Cool.
And most of the runs came off him.
They did.
Which was...
And Penango had 2 doubles off him, I think.
Yeah.
Or 2 hits anyway. See, when you're young and you don't know better, you just go out and you hit.
Yeah, it's true.
But the veterans are like, he's really good, I can't hit him. And they don't, generally. Anyway, what are we doing today, my son?
Playing Send, Save, or Delete.
So I'm drafting emails.
And then, yeah.
Oh, my hands. I have hands, look. And we decide whether we're going to send it because we believe it's going to happen. We're going to save it because it may not happen, but it may. And we want to have it in our drafts just in case. Or we're going to delete it because it's total garbage.
Yeah.
That's the game.
It's true.
Send, save, or delete. How many?
3.
3. Wow. Might even get to breakfast today. So the only thing holding me up now is I can't find the drum roll.
Great.
Oh, I found it. How about this one? Send, save, or delete for May the 20th. It's the May 24th.
It's May 24th?
See, it's the May 24th weekend, but it's not a long weekend.
No.
Everyone used to say it's the May 24th weekend, but May 24th seldom falls on the long weekend.
It does.
Right?
It's true.
In Ontario, we call it the May 2-4.
Yeah.
Because when you bought a package of beer, it was 24 bottles. It was a 2-4. I think you can get 2-4s here now, finally. When I was on the go, all you could get was a dozen. Buy a dozen of beer. Funny thing, too, it was the same price for a dozen here as it was for a 2-4 up in Ontario. Funny thing, hey?
Yeah.
Anyway, I digress. I did the drum roll?
Yeah.
Okay. Send, save, or delete.
These emails, by the way, are all from important people in sports. So, 2 important people in sports. Dear Mitch Marner, I'm writing to let you know that not only will your Vegas Golden Knights win the Stanley Cup, but you will be the winner of the Conn Smythe Trophy. Congratulations on this momentous achievement. Sincerely, Gary Bettman.
Oh, Bettman's writing them. I don't think he wrote that himself. I really don't think so. So you're saying
that Vegas is going to win the Cup and Mitch Marner will be the Conn Smythe winner, which, by the way, right now, if you're into gambling, he's the betting favorite.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not into gambling.
No.
I think Mitch Marner even being in the Conn Smythe discussion is hilarious.
Yeah.
But anyway, the league will do that because that's kind of a screw you Toronto move.
Yeah.
So I'm going to...
You delete it?
More on hope.
Yeah.
Than anything else. But
Yeah.
no, I don't think. I think the winner from the Stanley Cup winner is coming from the East. Mm-hmm. That's just my view. And I don't want to say it's going to be the Habs, but I think it's coming from the East.
But if it's going to be Montreal, Colorado, is it still going to be Montreal, do you think?
It all depends on McCarr.
It's true.
Macker. All depends on Macker. He's a big deal, man.
He's a huge deal.
And
huge deal.
Colorado hasn't looked great. They didn't wake up till the third period in game 1. I didn't know anything about game 2, but you're down 2-0 going back to Vegas. Hopefully they can figure something out.
And Vegas is like the villains of the NHL, so it's like...
Because of all the teams remaining, I think Colorado's probably the one I could handle winning the Cup. In fact, I know I could.
Really? You couldn't handle Carolina?
I wouldn't care. I don't care either
You don't
way.
care anyway.
No, but I don't want Vegas to win it. I hate Vegas.
I don't like Vegas either.
I don't like the way they operate. No, they operate the right way because
And as much as I don't want Montreal to win, they've built a fantastic team.
they don't care about the rules,
Yeah.
but I don't like it. Anyway, what do you say?
I'm going to send it.
Wow.
I think Vegas,
So both are going to happen.
if they can jump the hurdle of Colorado,
Both are going to happen.
I think they can win. And not only that, I think, like you said, the league in a screw Toronto move, even if they don't win the Cup, because we saw before with Connor McDavid, you can win the Conn Smythe without actually winning the Cup, which is stupid, but it's true. I think it's going to happen.
Okay. I hope you're wrong.
I hope I'm wrong too.
I hope you're wrong.
I hope I'm wrong too, but I think it's going to be...
Hope this one's better.
Dear Kawhi Leonard,
Really?
I write this email today to inform you that once you have retired from the NBA, your number will be retired by the Raptors along with Kyle Lowry. Hope you can make it to the ceremony. Sincerely, Keith Pelly. And the reason I brought that one up today is because there's been some talk. I think like Vince Carter did an interview over the weekend or like last week, and there was talk about like they asked him, other than Kyle Lowry, who do you think will like maybe have their number retired by the Raptors? And he brought up, and the interviewer brought up Kawhi, and people were skeptical about that one because he spent a year here. They did win a championship, but it was just a year, and not even a full year at that. But I think it might have been Sid Sixero that said something about how he doesn't think, it's not that Kawhi doesn't deserve it in his mind, it's that Kawhi just doesn't care, and he wouldn't be, he would come here, like, say something for 2 minutes and then leave. Like, just wouldn't care.
Hence. Now, when I think Raptors, I think Kyle Lowry.
Yeah.
I don't think Kawhi Leonard, other than that one
Shot.
3-month period he was with the team when they actually won the championship.
Yeah.
And he was instrumental in that. But you don't retire a jersey over that. I mean, the Blue Jays didn't retire Paul Molitor's jersey.
No.
Or Dave Winfield's or Ricky Henderson when they would join the team for 1 year and won the World Series.
Yeah.
It would be unprecedented. Kyle Lowry, got no problem. You want to put his number up in the rafters.
It's true.
He was here for a long time, and he speaks well of the team and the organization and the city.
Yeah. And he plans to sign like
Kawhi Leonard is about Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah.
And yep, he brought us a championship, but you don't deserve to have your number retired in Toronto for that.
No.
Especially when you left the way you left.
Yeah. It's true.
Anyway, I digress.
And he didn't, like, people forget, I'm pretty sure like the rumor was when he was traded here back
He wasn't
in
gonna play.
2018, there was a fear he wasn't going to make it to camp. He wasn't going to show up.
Yeah.
They didn't.
Yep.
He didn't want to be here from the get-go, but he was traded here, and then they won a championship. And he was in LA by the time he went to Toronto.
I think he may have enjoyed his time here. Who wouldn't like winning a championship?
Yeah.
He played well, but he got out of Dodge as soon as he could.
Just went back to LA.
And his whole name and brand is just shrouded in controversy now.
Yeah.
This, was it a tree farm? They were paying him to plant trees
something. Yeah, there's some weird story.
to
Yeah.
get by the salary cap issues or whatever it was, or to sweeten the offers. I don't know. But the name Kawhi Leonard doesn't make me think of good things about the NBA, other than the Raptors won a championship 1 year. But no, you're not going to retire a number over that.
No.
Now, having said that, Keith Pelly's in charge, and who knows how he's going to operate. What do you say, my son?
I'm going to delete it too. I think Kawhi just doesn't care about Toronto. I think it's as simple as that. I think what Sitzik said was right. I think he'd come, show up, do a 2-minute speech, and hop right back on his jet, and then he'd be gone. Yeah. And he wouldn't care. And that's...
And some of the Toronto fans who are desperate for something to cling to, might welcome that to see him and cheer him on, but not after one year, less than a year, and one championship. No.
Even like Matt Sundin got his number retired, but he'd never won a cup with the Leafs, but he was here for years.
What I enjoy about those Raptors and the Kawhi Leonard deal was it broke the mold for Toronto management. Masai Ujiri said, we have to blow this up, make the tough decisions, tick some people off, and look what happened, right? DeMar DeRozan going at Kyle Lowry was not a happy camper.
Nope.
And if people in the Leaf organization had taken that stance instead of, well, we have to commit to this player and this player only, we're never getting rid of him, a.k.a. Austin Matthews, things could be different.
Hey, Mitch Marner.
Well, he did us in.
Yeah, but he also...
Not that they didn't try.
That's true.
Right?
At the end, they did, yeah.
Instead of giving everybody these no-trade clauses and screwing yourself... Look what Masai did.
The Raptors were
look what it ended up bringing to Toronto.
Good team with DeMar. It's just that they wanted to be great.
They just couldn't get over the hump.
They wanted to be great.
They couldn't get over the hump.
No.
Every time they saw Cleveland, and it went still the same way. They got trounced.
Yeah, now
they couldn't get over the hump. Leafs couldn't get out of the first round. Leafs couldn't get out of the first round. They got out of the first round twice. In 10 years? Yeah. Something has to break here. You can't keep running it back, expecting a different result. Insanity. Vinsanity.
Even to the Blue Jays, it's kind of been the same tune. Bo and Vladdy.
I don't mind that because it kind of showed some fruit, but I'm having a hard time not thinking last year was lightning in a bottle.
Yeah,
but I still have a little bit of optimism.
4 in a row. Maybe this is a start.
They split with the Yankees, who are the best team in the East.
Yeah.
So who knows? The pitching has been fantastic. Pretty much the only thing that's kept them going.
Yeah.
Because the bats have gone cold. We need Vladdy to heat up. I think I said that last week.
Okamoto has gone down.
He has gone ice cold.
He's completely... I don't know what happened to him.
He's ice cold.
It's true.
Yeah. So far, Mitch Marner's winning the Conn Smythe, and we're retiring Kawhi Leonard's jersey.
We're not, quite, because we both said delete.
Doesn't mean it's not happening.
It's true.
Yeah.
Final one. Dear Jose Barrios.
Got to go for the old Tommy John.
On behalf of the Blue Jays organization, I unfortunately have to tell you that you have pitched your final game as a Blue Jay, and we'll be trading you upon your recovery and return from Tommy John surgery. Thank you for everything you brought to the city of Toronto. Sincerely, Ross Atkins.
How many years does he have left?
Well, I was actually doing this the other day. So he's got a 7-year deal, and he actually has an opt-out after this year. It's a player opt-out. So if he wants to opt out, he can.
I would say, yeah, he's done his last deal, mostly because of him. He doesn't probably want to be here.
I think he soured twice. One, the wild card game in Minnesota.
2 years ago.
And two, the whole... Last year when they brought him in, he got lit up. Then they never used him again. And then he wasn't with the team during the World Series, and they made him apologize when he got to spring training, and there was just a whole bunch of riff with the organization. I think that's when he kind of lost touch, or not lost touch, but, separated from the organization. And I think when he comes back, they're either going to deal him or he's going to opt out.
Tommy John, he's gone for more than a year.
Yeah, he's going to opt out, maybe.
So he probably wants to hit free agency. He's also getting a bit up there in age, I think.
He's 31.
That's not bad. So he'll be 32. Yeah, no, he's still got a few years left, but I don't think he's going to be on this roster anymore.
Probably not.
I don't think. And especially if he has an option. So,
by the way, if we can get that out of Patrick Corbin every time from last night, that'll be something.
He's had some good outings.
Yeah.
So I'm sending that one.
Me too.
Did I do that?
Yeah, you already did.
Oh, did I do it for you?
Well, that would be for me.
Okay. Now we're caught up.
Yep.
All right. So, it's a depressing show. Marner's going to win the Conn Smythe and the Stanley Cup. Kawhi Leonard's going to come to Toronto for 2 minutes and have his jersey retired. And we're saying goodbye to Jose Barrios.
Which is weird because the Blue Jays do need a 5th starter.
They do.
And
but you can't, not this year.
Won't be for, yeah.
Doesn't matter about Barrios. He's not there.
Well, they're waiting for Bieber to come back.
I'll tell you what, your Savage looks pretty good.
Oh, yeah. They're waiting for Bieber to come
What's
back.
the word on Cody Ponce?
He's out.
For the rest of the year?
Yep.
Because I remember Stroman did himself in with a knee injury, and he came back in the fall, remember? And they went to the playoffs?
Yeah.
Rah?
Yeah. I think Cody Ponce is done. I think.
Okay. Well, that was another potential down the road. But
Which is unfortunate because one play and just everything goes sour. But
was it the first inning? No, it was second inning, I think, wasn't it?
Against Colorado,
I think he got out of the first inning and was rolling pretty good, and then boom, oops.
But
Don't know how to walk.
I think the Blue Jays right now are waiting until they can get Shane Bieber back. And then once they get him back, they'll have a fifth starter. Now, I don't know what they do. They have some... It's a good problem to have. They have too many starters because Bieber comes back, he gets the spot. What do you do with Scherzer when he comes back? You don't know. Like, there's a lot of things you don't... You know what I mean?
I don't worry about it. We go with the best five.
It's true.
Right? Go with the best five. I don't care if it's Scherzer, Bieber, or some guy named Johnny Smith from Butlerville. I don't care. Go with the best five. That's all we can do. All I can say right now is thank goodness we have Louis Varland.
Oh, yeah, thank God.
Thank goodness.
Thank God.
Anyway.
Although they did bring in Jeff Hoffman last night, and he did get the save. Close out the game.
Yeah, I know. And you know what they say about a broken clock, right?
It's right twice a day.
At least twice a day it's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Hoffman will get the odd save. But do you want to keep running it out there and take your chances?
The only reason he was out last night, though, is because they
The other
had
two weren't
already used Varland and Fluharty. Yeah.
Yep. John Schneider
It's
doesn't
bad.
manage his bullpen well.
Not at all.
Gibby was an expert at it.
Oh, yeah.
And it seemed like every day everybody was available somehow.
It was quite an entertaining game yesterday. They had manager got ejected, some other guy got ejected.
I'm amazed in baseball
Ding.
that pitcher can go out and pitch like 8 pitches one game and he's not available.
Yeah.
No longer available today.
It's true.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because I pitched yesterday. I pitched 8 pitches,
Even go back to the Yankees series.
but they were high leverage pitches.
Even go back to the Yankees series. They brought in Tyler Rogers for that one inning. It's like, why can't you bring him out for the ninth? Why do you have to only do him for
They
one?
generally don't, and I don't understand that. To
It's
me,
like this
that's
one
how
inning.
they waste their bullpen.
Yes.
And it generally, I think they're trying to have him available for tomorrow for one inning. But there's been more times than not when they brought him in for one inning,
like
then
less
they go
than
to
10
someone
pitches.
else in the next inning, and the next guy blows it.
It's like less than 10 pitches. You can't.
Anyway, it's a different world now in baseball.
It's like look at the Pirates. Like, speaking of Paul Skeens, look at the like they actually use him kind of effectively. Like he's gone 8 innings before, and then they just bring in the closer for the night.
That's how it used to be.
Yeah.
There was no such thing as an opener. This one is brand new.
No.
Thank you, Tampa Bay Rays. An opener. We're going to go with an opener. We have 5 starters, but we're going to go with an opener.
Well,
Oh,
we
my
don't.
God.
That's the thing. We don't have 5 stars. We have 4.
Years ago, if your pitcher didn't get you into the 8th, at least, maybe the 7th, but the 7th and 8th was just routine. And you had a setup man, and then you had a closer. But now, 95 pitches, go get them. But it's the 3rd inning. Go get them. Okay. And then you got to burn through your bullpen. And then the next day, oh my God, what are we going to do now? Oh, we'll go with an opener. Okay. It's not a fun part of baseball. Years ago, I used to go to watch the starter, right? Like if you knew Jack Morris was pitching, you wanted to go watch Jack Morris pitch because you knew you were getting 8 or 9 innings out of him or more. Now, if you go to watch a starter, you might see him for 2 innings.
But the problem is, like, John Schneider, and this is a Charlie Montoya problem, too. They take pitchers out too. It's a Major League Baseball problem.
It's a Major League Baseball issue.
They take pitchers too
The
early.
science says you're going to hurt your pitchers if you overuse them.
Do you remember when the Rays were in the World Series against the Dodgers, and they took Blake Snell out?
Yes.
And that was, like, the big one of Kevin Cash was, like...
And Blake Snell said, I'm no longer pitching here.
And now he's a Dodger.
And I'm a Dodger.
Yeah.
Yep. That is where analytics has gone too far.
Yeah.
Right? Sometimes you gotta, I see what's going on. I know what the guys in the khaki pants are trying to tell me, but I see what's going on out there and he's in the zone. I'm gonna let him keep firing.
But even before that, like that same playoffs in 2020, when the Rays played the Blue Jays in the wild card series, Blue Jays took Matt Shoemaker out in 4 innings when he was dealing, or 3 innings.
Again, same example.
Yep.
Exact same. Now, 5 minutes ago, I tried to end this. Do you have anything else you want to get off your chest this morning?
No.
No? You're just getting going, are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Shut her down.
So thank you for listening and watching this episode of 10 Minutes with Andrew. Find us on YouTube. Be sure to like and subscribe and comment. We'll be back next week with the next episode.
10 minutes with Andrew.
Yeah, not 10 minutes.
See you later.
See you later.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons and turn on notifications to be notified when we upload new content. You can also connect with us at andrewchansey.com.